Guys, honestly, who's going to stop us? Tell me. We're too strong in defense. We're too strong going forward. What a performance, guys. What a performance. How many times would Arsenal have seen Manchester City drop points, seen Liverpool drop points, and, will get overconfident, become cocky, and lose all the 3 points, like we saw last season against West Ham? But today, this season is different. Arsenal, we're in business. Guys, I'll say it again. We mean business. Yo guys, it's Didi Tekz back again with another video, and as you guys know, Arsenal, we beat our North London rivals 4-1 with the amazing hat-trick from Eberechi Eze. And guys, how good do you guys feel right now, coming into a difficult fixture in Tottenham Hotspur, knowing, their brilliant away record, knowing how good of a manager Thomas Frank is, knowing how good of a form that they've been in. We don't even have players like Victor Gyökeres, Martin Odegaard, Kai Havertz, Gabriel Jesus. These are all brilliant players, and leaving them out of the squad and still us be able to maintain these high standards is just amazing. Also, big up to Eberechi Eze, getting the amazing hat-trick. And to be honest, this is really why we brought him into the team. Seeing the manner that Eze scored those 3 goals, to be honest, it really didn't surprise me. It just showed me how good of a player I know that he actually is. Because Eze in Crystal Palace, he was doing things like this for fun. He was their game changer, like we saw against Aston Villa and in the final against Manchester City. And this is what we needed him to translate in an Arsenal shirt. And this game against Tottenham was so big for him personally, because he did face some criticism in our last game against Sunderland. But I'm so happy for the Arsenal lad, to get his hat-trick and become the first Arsenal player to score a hat-trick in over 50 years against Tottenham. And it's just amazing. Huge credit to Mikel Arteta for the way he set up the team, maintaining Leandro Trossard on that left wing, starting Merino at up top, also bringing in Piero Hincapié, because many people would have just think that maybe Mikel Arteta can just start Christian Mosquera, and it's such an underrated move from Mikel Arteta to start Piero Hincapié, because Piero Hincapié really translates what Gabriel is as a defender. He's strong, he's aggressive, he's imperial in the air, and that's so similar to Piero Hincapié. And to be honest, if you were to start Christian Mosquera with Saliba, there will be 2 of the same type of player. And I really feel like now there's a way that whenever William Saliba gets injured and Gabriel is there, he plays Christian Mosquera with Gabriel. And now it's starting to make sense, and Mikel Arteta is starting to show how intelligent and how good of a manager he is, starting Piero Hincapié, who plays so well. Not to talk about, Yuri Timber and Ricardo Calafiori, who both of them, by the way, have probably been the best 2 fullback pairings this season, with the consistency to maintain such high standards in their performances. Yuri Timber with another assist for Eberechi Eze's second goal, and I'm just so happy right now, because I really believe that Arsenal right now is the best team in the world. We stayed solid, although yes, Martin Zubimendi, he did give away the ball just for them to score, but to be honest, anyone can make a mistake, and if we're really going to dwell on mistakes, then we're always going to forget how good he's been since he's come to Arsenal, the way he dictates the game, and he's really improved us in a way that we're seeing PSG, we're seeing Barcelona, we're seeing Bayern Munich. These top teams, they have high-level dictators in Pedri, in Vitinha, in, having players like, maybe you could say for Real Madrid, maybe Jude Bellingham or Valverde, or you could say for Bayern Munich, having someone like Joshua Kimmich. Just that player with the ability, to take the game at his own pace, to slow things down when it's needed, to just make the game tick. And us bringing in Martin Zubimendi has really made Arsenal so much more of a dominating force in the Premier League, because having that kind of player who can dictate players, because look at Chelsea when they won the Champions League under Thomas Tuchel. Just look at the role Jorginho had for Chelsea. He was that player who dictated the tempo, he was so calm in possession, and that's almost what Martin Zubimendi does for us. And every big team in the world has that kind of player, and I'm so happy that we have Martin Zubimendi in our team. Now going over to the title, being 6 points clear above Chelsea as we go over to play against them in Stamford Bridge is just an amazing scene. Going over the whole game, in my opinion, this game was just a dominant victory for Arsenal. If you go and look at the stats, Tottenham only got 5 attempts at the Arsenal goal, and Arsenal got 18. That just shows that Arsenal were the better team throughout the whole game. And there were so many good performances. Piero Hincapié coming in for the injured Gabriel Magalhaes, which was such a crucial time for him to come in a North London derby. He has that aggressive edge, he's composed on the ball, and he did really well with William Saliba. To be honest, you have to give William Saliba, some credit, to have the ability to play with a new centre back, because usually he's so used to playing with Gabriel, and for the fact that he was able to step up in this big game today shows that William Saliba is such a top player. I feel like the midfield was really important going into the game, because Tottenham have Paulinho, Bentancur, and we have Rice and Zubimendi, and whoever was able to take a hold on that midfield was really going to have the biggest influence of the game. And obviously Declan Rice is always the machine in the Arsenal, the Arsenal midfield. He's rarely injured, he works ever so hard, he gives us so much quality on the ball, he just played so well. Going to the attacking players, we also have Leandro Trossard, Bukayo Saka, who did so well, because the Tottenham fullbacks in Jed Spence and Destiny Ndogi are two fantastic players, both so fast, both so strong, and the two Arsenal wingers, we did so well, to be able to counter them, to be able to play to their weakness. A few times we outsmarted the two fullbacks, and that's especially happened a few times with Leandro Trossard on the left wing against, Jed Spence. Merino, he did so well for Arsenal up top. Remember, he's not even a striker. He worked so hard, winning the ball, playing so many good through balls to Trossard, to Saka, and the main thing in his performance today was his work rate. He worked so hard off the ball, on the ball, he tried to be positive many times. He even got the assist for Trossard's first goal, and it just shows how important Merino is going to be for this Arsenal team going forward. And the main man, of the match, Eberechi Eze, guys, a hat-trick in his first North London derby. This is his North London derby debut, and he scored a hat-trick. And to be honest, this is just, is how it's meant to be for Eberechi Eze, from a player who's been going through so much rejection, being released from the academy at age 13, going to numerous academies, not really making it, now coming to Arsenal, his dream club, and getting the hat-trick in his first North London derby. Also, we can't also forget the fact that Tottenham were on the cusp of signing him until Arsenal. We paid the £60 million and got Eberechi Eze as our man. He goes to haunt them with the hat-trick, as well as him scoring 2 goals against Tottenham last season. And to be honest, this is why we brought him in. If you look at all 3 of those goals though were not easy goals. He had so much to do. And to be honest, I'm not really surprised that Eberechi Eze was able to score these 3 goals, because he has the quality. He has that number 10 shirt on his back, because he's capable of deciding these tight games on his own. He's capable of changing a game in a split second with a skill, with a flick, like we saw in the first 2 minutes for Declan Rice, who had a volley and the keeper saved. It was just a brilliant display. This is why we brought him in. To be honest, many times in the past few seasons, Arsenal, we've been lacking that person with that, with that creativity, that 5-star quality, that X factor, and bringing in a player like Eberechi Eze has really helped us to improve the way we create chances, has given us more going forward. He loves to take shots, he takes few risks. Also, a few players coming off the bench like Noni Madueke, and how important is it for him to be back from injury? And he had a little cameo coming on the left wing, multi-changing with Bukayo Saka and Merino and Leandro Trossard. And it was a brilliant performance, even though it was a little cameo. And again, it shows that going forward, even though Noni Madueke might not necessarily be starting, it also shows how he can really benefit Arsenal from the left. He can help us from the right. Now, going over the context of the Premier League season, this win against Tottenham Hotspur was such a big result. Also going to the fact that Liverpool lost 3-0 to Nottingham Forest, Manchester City lost 2-1 to Newcastle, and going into this game, this was our opportunity to go 6 points clear, take advantage of the 2 losses, as well as us going to Stamford Bridge full on confidence. But like I've said before, Tottenham Hotspur have the best away record in the Premier League, and we know what they're capable of doing. In the first 20 minutes, we really saw that they really tried to frustrate Arsenal. They tried to slow the game down. They tried to win so many fouls, and to be honest, it was causing the fans to become nervous. But once that first goal from Leandro Trossard went in, the goals kept on flowing, because Tottenham couldn't have stayed in that low block. Surely they would want to also win the game. And so as they pushed up, now it gave more space for the likes of Saka, Eze, Trossard, Rice to affect the game, and that's where Eberechi Eze's hat-trick came from. This season is different. We mean business. So guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please put down in the comment section below your opinion on the North London derby, and with the 3 amazing goals from Eberechi Eze. It's Didi Tekz out.